This is a Harold Compilation, and Harold means me. I am going to be sharing with you all the best videos that star yours truly, and afterwards I'm going to be telling you all my mom's name, because in the history of almost everything, we've never revealed that. I don't know why Seth has never stated it, but you'll have to wait till the end.
Oh, hey everyone, I was taking care of Emily for Harold and Jenny. What's wrong? What's wrong, little girl? Would you like some milk? I don't think I can produce milk. Can I? No, I can't. That's a girl. Come on, be quiet. There you go. There you go. So, here recently, I made an episode called How Harold Met Jenny. And I don't often do this, but I wanted to give you all a behind-the-scene look at it. Because there were some scenes that I liked, but didn't make the cut. And it was an interesting process with this one. There was a lot of stories I got from it. So, here it is, whether you like it or not, and I don't know, you might not like it. How Harold Met Jenny. A behind-the-scenes look. There was a lot of hard shots during How Harold Met Jenny. I remember Harold was constantly complaining when he had to do the proposing scenes because he was on his knees the entire time. And then there was the party scenes, which were difficult because everyone didn't want to sit around and wait for the lighting to go up and the camera to be positioned just right. But we managed to work with them. And then there was that whole thing where Cortland was like, those two aren't legally wed. We weren't expecting that. That was not scripted. But it did end up being a great way to end off the entire video. So it was a crazy time, but the hardest scene that we did was the snowman scene.
Harold had to position himself in just the right way so he could hit it, and he ended up going down the hill several times before finally we managed to get this shot. We had to rebuild that snowman 3 times to get it right. We also had to worry about the weather. There hasn't been a lot of snow this year in Garrett County, but finally we managed to get 2 days. And on the first day, it was sunny, and I was working in the mud trying to get this scene shot. We were throwing snow onto the hill to make it look realistic. But the second day was a lot better. We had plenty of snow, and I did have some trouble. The snowman fell down on its own at one point, but we ended up getting what I think was a good shot.
The editing process can be summed up in one word: care. You have to scrutinize every scene to see whether it needs to be cut or kept. There have been plenty of scenes that I have kept which I later regretted keeping, and there have been plenty of scenes that I have cut which I later regretted cutting. But this episode had a scene which I didn't know what to do with, and it was so hard for me to end up cutting it, because it was important to the story. It showed Harold and Jenny together, finally being able to get along with each other. And it was also a very funny scene with them eating canned food. They were poor at the time. There was a boot with a candle in it. It was romantic, but it was too long, so I ended up cutting it. But in case that had been a bad decision, I've decided to show it all for you now. So here it is. Make up your own mind. Should I have actually cut this? Sometimes the things that go wrong on this episode can be perfect in their own way. Take this scene, for instance, which I promised Harold I wasn't going to show, but makes me feel better because now I know I'm not the only one who has a problem with matches. Here is Harold trying to light the candle boot, and please, don't tell him that I showed you this. And that was a behind-the-scene look at how Harold met Ginny. This one was a difficult episode to make. It took me from the moment that I released yesterday up to the release date of How Harold Met Ginny, so about 3 months. And if you want to show that you support these kind of videos, please go watch it. I don't want to feel like my attempts were in vain. I really need you all to go watch that video. And also, uh, as always, for the love of whatever religion you practice, subscribe. I could use a few subscribers. Although the ones I have are already pretty cool. But if you'll excuse me, I am going to go and get Emily. I'll be right back. Harold Douglas here for his first episode of The Couch. I'm super excited, if you can't tell, just super excited. We're gonna have to hurry because Father Martin and Gorman are out there in the car getting ready to go to the Man in Black's Dominion, and they wanted me to tag along for some reason. I don't know why. But today I wanted to talk about some of the things that I'm nervous of. Because to be honest, I'm nervous of a few things. Snakes, germs, fish. But that's not really what this list is going to be about. It's going to be about the things that I'm embarrassed to admit that I'm nervous of. And to start off, those gooey ducks from the last episode. They're like wieners of the sea. It's just weird. No, in all seriousness, first up. I know that this is a real phobia that people have, and I'm not sure if I could be diagnosed with it, but I do get nervous when I'm in an audience during a play that I'm going to sneeze or cough or say something inappropriate that messes up Hamlet or whatever I'm watching. And I've never done this before. Well, that's not entirely true. I've done something similar. I'll just go ahead and show you a clip from it. To be or not to be? That is the question. Oh man,
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind
I haven't
to
seen a
suffer
play
the
in
slings
years.
and arrows of outrageous
That
fortune,
God's great
or
seats
to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep. No more.
No!
And
No!
by asleep,
You suck,
to
man!
say we in the
Jeez,
heartache
sure.
and the thousand
Natural
Boo,
shocks
you
that flesh
stink!
is hair to.
Boo!
Oh,
Is
come
a
on!
consummation.
This is some of the worst acting I've ever seen. You suck, man.
I could act better than you
I can't
any
take
day.
this anymore. Hey, douchebag. We're all here trying to enjoy ourselves. These people put a lot of work into this play. Now just hold on a second, man. No, shut up and sit back down. Dude, this is part of the play. Wait, what? What is? This whole thing, him interrupting us, that's part of the act. It's scripted. He's supposed to do that. Yeah, I'm an actor. Oh. I'm gonna sit back down now. I don't go to plays anymore. There is an awkwardness about being with a pregnant lady. I'm always afraid that I'm going to accidentally bump into her, or I'll push down too hard on her stomach and she'll have a miscarriage. And babies terrify me too. I mean, you gotta be so careful with them. If you shake them, they could die. They're crawling towards the cords in the house. And, I mean, they can choke on anything. Have you seen all the things they give warnings about babies choking on? Rubber duckies. How do they even choke on rubber duckies? Oh, it just... I... I don't know if it's just me, but there is something spine-tingling about seeing a single pea stranded by itself on the floor. Oh, is it just me? Is it just me? This is one that my brother Seth also has, but we're both afraid that we're going to accidentally call 911. And then the police will arrive, the firemen, the ambulance, and they're going to be mad at us and want us to pay all this money. And this isn't that hard to do. I mean, some people have 911 as a contact. All they would have to do is pocket dial it. Or sometimes you can just press 9 and they'll come. But half of our family has this, if you think about it. Well, maybe more than half. Corey, do you have this phobia? Or are you afraid of accidentally calling 911? You've seen the videos. People getting into cars and driving into stores, causing thousands of... Okay, Harold, you can do this. You're about to become a dad. Remember, there's nothing to be afraid of. After all, how hard can raising a baby be anyways? All they do is lie there, cry, and sometimes poop. It's gonna be fine. Just fine.
Whoa, hold on there, fellow. Are you planning on becoming a
Who
dad?
said that?
Being a dad might sound like fun, but I'm here to show you the dangers of having a baby.
Seriously, who said that? It sounds like the voice might be coming from within this shoe.
It's time to talk about some of the many reasons why you shouldn't be a parent.
Wait a minute. I know that having a baby won't be easy, but I mean, it's not like they're dangerous or anything, right?
Ha ha ha. Oh, Harold, I think you're missing the big picture. Think about it. You can't even hold a teacup in your hand without dropping it. What makes you think you can hold a baby, which, by the way, will be wiggling around in your hand, without accidentally making it fall to the floor?
Oh my god. I mean, this is the most important thing in the world to me, and if I drop it...
If you drop it, it will die. A fall from that height would kill that baby. And even if you don't drop it, chances are that someone else will. As a parent, you will be constantly letting people hold your baby. Friends, relatives, people you normally wouldn't trust holding your place in line, are now holding the most important thing in the world to you.
Okay, so I just won't hand my baby off to strangers and play with it myself. Alright, little guy, you're gonna be a superhero. Whee! Whee! Look at you go!
Whoa, hold up there, Harold. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just playing with it. See? You're soaring through the sky!
You better be careful, because if you keep shaking your baby like that, it may suffer permanent brain damage and die. Yes, as if dropping a baby wasn't enough to worry about, you also have to make sure that you don't accidentally shake it. Babies that are shaken can suffer a condition known as abusive head trauma, which can lead to paralysis, retinal bleeding, blindness, retardation, or even death. Amazing, isn't it, Harold, that nature could create a creature so weak that simply shaking it could kill it.
Okay, well then, new plan. I'm just going to leave the baby alone. You see, I'm just going to set you down. I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to shake you. I'm just going to leave you... Okay, what just happened?
Oh, look what you did, Harold. Your nervousness startled the poor thing. Babies have a natural defense mechanism that makes them explode if they feel threatened.
Wait. A natural defense mechanism that makes babies explode if they feel threatened. No, you've got to be making that up.
Harold, I wish that I were. But sadly, I have not even got to the worst part. The worst part about this is that even if you try to explain your side of the issue, nobody will care. All people will be able to hear is the words baby and death, and immediately assume the worst. Not only will you lose your child's life, but your friends will hate you, your family will hate you, and you will be spending the remainder of your life behind bars.
Oh, the voice is right. It's too dangerous to be a dad. Alright, voice, I admit it. I don't want to be a father. I don't... Okay, I changed my mind. I don't want to be a dad. Harold, honey, what's the matter? Jeannie, keep that thing away from me. Keep that thing away. Harold, are you alright? No, Jeannie, I've come to realize that I'm just too clumsy to be a father. I mean, I'd drop the thing, or I'd shake it one time, and then it'd be dead. Just keep it away. I don't want to kill it. Oh, Harold, I see what the problem is. You're nervous about becoming a father. Well, let me tell you something. When I first became pregnant, I was the happiest woman in the world, because I realized that my child was going to be raised by a father like you. Go on. Take her, Harold. No, Jeannie, don't let me touch it. Don't let me touch that thing. Don't let me touch it. Go on. Take her. Jeannie, please don't. You know, she's actually kind of cute. Hey, little guy. How are you doing? I mean, this is amazing. She's not exploding. She's not crying. She's just asleep. Oh, Harold. Oh! Whoa. Oh. Aw, dude, that girl over there is so hot. I swear if I were like 10 years younger, I would probably try to ask her out, but chicken out at the last second and make a run for it. Yeah, but it doesn't matter anymore. After all, we've both been caught. Oh hey, I got one of those now too. The boss gave us all a raise at the firm. What do you think? 1.25 carats. Remember how Ginny and I got married out of high school and I couldn't afford a ring? Tonight, I'm proposing to her all over again. Oh, that's great, dude. You know, it's hard to believe the two of you have been together for 15 years now. Yeah, And now it is time for me to reveal my mother's name. So my mom's name is Teresa Douglas. She met my dad, Frank Lewis, in the army. They did the experiment, yada, yada, yada. Here I am. But I know that's a little anticlimactic, but that's all it is. Her name's Teresa. She works at a tea shop. But, yeah, are we done here? We're done. Okay, that was anticlimactic.